I'm Evie. I'm an electrical engineering student at Victoria University and I'm here today with Michael Limit.
Thanks very much for having me here, Pete.
What skills would you recommend for engineers to have when they're going for their first role?
Skills that you need to pick up quickly when you come out of university are the softer skills, the how to negotiate, how to collaborate with people, working on self and in particular around emotional control and those sorts of things, which are not stuff that's often talked about. I don't know whether it is now, but it certainly wasn't when I was doing engineering. But those are the sorts of things that I think you really need to work on when you come out of university.
How have you shaped your professional development over the years?
I'd say the cornerstone of it has been working with really good people and people who have been prepared to provide me with feedback at the appropriate times. But I think you've also got to be open to that feedback as well. So it's no point being closed off as an individual. I think I talked to my leadership team the other day and I said we're all a work in progress, and we still are, even to the day you finish your career. So I think you've just got to be open to that ability to pick up and learn things off different people, but also the ability to accept really good feedback when you get it.
You mentioned previously that you were shy. How do you recommend students come out of that shyness and start building their network initially?
First thing I would say is it's okay to be shy. I think that's the most important thing for people to don't think it's not a barrier to entry at all. In fact, the astute organisations and hiring people will actually want to get diverse people into their organisations. They don't necessarily want the loudest people, a group of loud people. They want a diverse group of people. They want the thinkers. And that's how we put a team together, and that's how I put the team together on the project I'm on now. So, yeah, number one, don't worry about being shy. I think the main thing is just have a good look, use your resources that you've got here at the university, network with alumni, keep an eye out on the projects, and don't be afraid to send your resume in. Your shyness should not hold you back from doing that at the very least.
What would you tell your younger self going into that first role?
I think one of the things I notice with a lot of young engineers that come in to our industry, or young people or graduates, doesn't matter whether they're engineers or other work streams, is that they're very keen to climb. And I think it's when you're building your resume, you've got to make sure you're picking up on all the right blocks to put together to build your resume to have a really good career. I think so. Make sure you're picking up all the right skills as you work through your career. So I'd probably tell myself to be more patient, I think, as I was coming up as a young person.
Did you have any coaches or mentors in your early stages of career?
I think we were having a bit of a chat offline yesterday, and I was saying that I've currently got a coach that works with me now, and I'm finding that really useful in terms of helping me, again, deal with managing 1,100 people across 5 different organisations and managing the cadence of your day-to-day and making sure you take the right breaks, whether it's from a mental health point of view or just taking time out of work, or how to deal with difficult situations. And that's been really useful.
Do you have any advice for engineering students? Any last-minute thoughts, tips?
Don't be afraid to do something that you don't think is a natural fit for how you've been trained through university. So pick roles that will offer that diverse experience as you're coming up through industry. I think that was something I did, and I think it's helped me a lot. Don't be afraid to fail safely. I think I talked about that before. So you will learn a lot through making mistakes as you come up through your career. So I think that's really important. And I think the one thing I didn't do well enough when I was younger was actually build a network of people I could work and rely on or for support through coming up as I was a young engineer. So I think that's probably my tips for young people coming out of university into the workforce.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Michael.
No worries, Evie, and to you too. Nice to be back at the university after so many years.